It's 3:30 on a big day today. We fly back to Bulgaria, but first of all I've got a morning shift at work, so it's going to be a long day. I just thought I'd do a quick video just to sort of show you kind of what I do most days. I'm only doing the morning shift this morning and we fly this afternoon. Right, so I'm now at the farm, changing to my overalls. We live about half a mile from the farm, so I often cycle up. This morning I drove. Often see things as well, usually a monkjack, sometimes occasionally a fox, not very often fox actually. But this morning I saw a barn owl flying around, so it was quite nice to see. Basically, where I am now, it's an old milking parlour area. This is an old bulk tank. It was all a bit rubbish, so we've actually got a brand new parlour and milking shed and everything now. So I like to get the calves fed before I start milking. I'm not actually milking this morning, but I like to get the calves done. Always first job is to check the calving cows to make sure there's nothing just calved or in trouble calving, and then the rest of the morning sort of flows after that. There's plenty to do. So here's the calves. Well, that's one anyway. We haven't got that many at the moment. It's a quieter period. Basically they stay in these individual pens until they're drinking well. Then we put them into twos. And they stay here until they're weaned, which means basically when they stop drinking milk and they're on hard foods, then they're put in a big group together. People sort of say, oh, they're all caged up, but they're not really. I mean, this is just purely why they're very small, just so you can give them individual attention. Like I say, the moment they're drinking well, which is usually about 7 days, then they're put into pens of 2. These two, not quite there yet, but they probably will be by the end of the weekend. Then they'll be together. These ones are just about weaned, so they'll be moved around to another yard where they're in big groups of about a dozen, and then sort of slowly they progress through to bigger and bigger groups, and eventually obviously they come into the herd as milking cows. So there we go, that's the calves drinking their milk. So whilst the calves are feeding, I'm going to get the milking parlour set up. I'm not milking this morning, I'm doing the outside work, but I get it set up ready for when relief milk is coming. Then they can milk. So here we come into the bulk tank room. So that's the bulk tank, obviously that's where all the milk goes. This is all the filtration system. So I'm now going to drain these down from where they were washed last night, and then basically change the filters, put the pipe in the top of the tank, and we're pretty much good to go. I'm not going to bore you with the whole morning routine, which is basically we've got on this farm just over 200 milking Jersey cows, plus all the young stock. Morning routine is just the usual sort of thing on a dairy farm. Milk the cows, scrape out all the yards, bed them all up with fresh bedding, feed them, and then do any other sort of associated work that needs doing. All sorts of different things. Not one day is the same as the other really. I thought I'd just quickly show you the cows coming out to be milked. Jersey cows really only live for food, and they get fed in the parlour. This is what they think. This is how enthusiastic they are to go and be milked. Basically, if you stand in their way, they'll mow you down. There you go. Yes, I know. Hello. Rob. That's it. My morning shift is done. It's 9:20. Now I just got to get home, shower, get packed, get to the airport, fly to Bulgaria, prune the vineyard, and then drive the van back to the UK in about 8 days time. Easy. See you later. Here we are at Luton. There's my mule in front. Go on, trees, speed up a bit. Anybody who knows Luton knows that the car park is extremely expensive, so it's cheaper just to get out at the top of the roundabout and walk down. Yeah, we're lovely friends drove us here. So yeah. Wait. Tell him how much your drink was.
My drink was £7 for one. I can buy a bottle in Bulgaria for a £5, but it's nice. Descending into Varna, it was been pretty much the most uncomfortable trip I think we've ever had. The seats in there, well, we've travelled by Wizz Air before, but never with the seats as close as they are. I don't know if you can see this, but you've literally got no room whatsoever. I'm only 4 foot.
Yeah, when you consider Teresa's 4'11" and I'm only 5'5", I just...
Not everyone can.
My knees are literally jammed against them. If you were 6'3", I don't know what you'd do. Anyway, we're nearly there. And we're back. It's 1:15. See, I'm tired. 1:15 Bulgarian time. Trip back was uneventful. I was snoozing in the car a little bit. Everything seems to be all right. I've turned the water back on. Doesn't appear to be any leaks unless we wake up in the morning to a flood. Lights are all working, so the electric hasn't been cut off in our absence. And you can see that the Pine Martins have had a bit of fun. They've well, we knew they had from one of our friends, Dave, had told us that they chewed the cables on the security camera, but you can certainly see where they chewed the security camera cables. Looks like the cameras themselves are okay, so that's all right. And I'm going to go to bed. Night night.